What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I want to talk about an investment platform where you can do three or actually four main things that some of you guys may like to do under one single app. And this is that you can invest in stocks, you can invest in crypto, you can invest in ETFs, and you can also open retirement accounts with this one app, and this is the SoFi Invest app or platform. And this platform is especially good if you're already a SoFi user and you have other SoFi products such as the SoFi Money account or a SoFi loan, or even the SoFi credit card. Now, ever since SoFi started offering investment accounts, they have improved on the service and they have made a lot of changes. So if you heard about SoFi Invest soon after they started offering investments, you definitely want to watch this video because there are a lot of updates and changes, and I think SoFi Invest is now much better than how it was initially. So as usual, in this video, I'll be going over the pros and the cons of SoFi Invest, and this way you guys can have a better understanding of SoFi Invest and find out if this is the investment platform for you to use this year, as I know that there are multiple options on the market right now. So be sure to stick around to the very end of this video so you can hear about the SoFi Invest platform. And just before we jump into all this information, a special shout out to all my returning viewers and my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel once again. I really appreciate all the support. And if you're new here and you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Eann, and on this channel I talk about ways to make money, ways to save money, ways to invest your money. I talk about bank accounts and credit cards and everything to do with personal finance. So if you like these videos and you like these types of topics, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. It's 100% free to give this video a thumbs up and it helps the channel out a ton. And also be sure to subscribe to the channel with all notifications on, and that way you'll never miss the updates of when I post new videos, which is every single day. So let's jump back into SoFi, and I mentioned before SoFi offers you many options. You can have active investing where you control your investments. You can do automated investing with a Robo advisor. You can open a retirement account, and you can also invest in cryptocurrency on SoFi Invest. Now, if you're a newbie or you're new to investing, I think SoFi Invest is actually one of the better platforms to use. And although there are platforms that are more popular like Robinhood and Webull or even M1 Finance, which I all use as well, I like SoFi a lot because with SoFi Invest, you can actually have access to a free financial advisor. So for example, you're watching some of my videos and I'm telling you about some investments, and in these videos I keep saying I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. And so now you want to find a financial advisor, but the problem is you usually have to pay a lot of money for access to a financial advisor. So as a beginner, or if you're just starting out with investing, I think this is very helpful because once you are using the SoFi Invest app, all you have to do is book an appointment in the app and you'll have access to a real financial advisor who can answer all your questions and help you to invest in a way that can help you to meet your goals specific to whatever your goals are. Now, this is a very big plus because some other platforms either don't have financial advisors, or even if they do, they'll charge you a fee for you to speak to a financial advisor and get help from one. Another pro here, and yes, I'm starting out with the pros and then I'll cover the cons at the end of this video, but another pro here is that when you want to invest some money and you want to pull this money from your bank account, you get $1,000 readily available to invest. So if you initiate a deposit into SoFi Invest, unlike some other investment platforms and apps where you have to wait 3 to 4 business days for that money to actually settle in the account, SoFi will allow you to have instant access to up to $1,000 of whatever it is you're transferring that you can use to trade immediately. Now, another plus here is that if you were a user of some other SoFi product like SoFi Money, for example, then that amount moves all the way from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. So that is another reason to have a SoFi Money account, and that account is actually free, comes with no fees. You can open the account and if you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, then after a month you can close it because it won't cost you anything. And they also offer a bonus at the time of making this video of $25 for signing up and using that account. And you can check the link down below where you can find that offer. Now, actually, I'll leave a link to that video right here. So if you want to learn more about SoFi Money, the hybrid account where you can get high interest and the account is completely free with a World Debit MasterCard, I'll leave the link to that video here, and you can go watch that video after this video and see if that is another SoFi product that you would like to have as well. Let's now talk about some of the investing options that SoFi Invest has to offer, and we'll start by talking about manual investing, where you actually control all your investments, and SoFi allows you to invest in stocks and ETFs. And you can pick from a long list of stocks and ETFs. And actually, when you open the SoFi Invest app, the first thing that is going to greet you is a section that says Learn. This is where I think that SoFi is very good for beginners, and even if you're not a beginner, if you want to learn a lot more about investing, this is a free way to do it because they have a lot of articles and subjects here like Investing 101, what is cryptocurrency, what are stock bits, what are ETFs, and just a lot of free knowledge that you would have to otherwise pay for. You can get them on the SoFi Invest app for free. Now, SoFi is a zero commissions platform, so you'll never have to pay any fees to invest. And apart from these stocks that you guys can select in the app and invest in, we're going to be looking at some of the ETFs that SoFi has to offer. And SoFi currently has around 6 ETFs that are exclusive to the SoFi platform. I'm going to be looking at these ETFs right now and going over these ETFs with you guys. So the first ETF is the SoFi Weekly Dividend ETF. And yes, that is exactly what it is. This ETF will pay you dividends every single week. It says get paid weekly with the SoFi Weekly Dividend ETF. Weekly seeks to provide investors with consistent income by tracking the SoFi Sustainable Dividend Index, made up of the most consistent dividend-paying companies globally. If your main goal is to get paid from the dividend investing or get paid from dividend investing, then this is a great way to do so with this pre-built SoFi ETF. Also, this is a good time to mention that SoFi does support DRIP, which means Dividend Reinvestment Plan, where your dividends are automatically reinvested for you. So normally when you have stocks in a stock brokerage and they yield dividends, usually those dividends will accumulate in your investment account as a cash balance. You would then have to take that cash balance and then reinvest it yourself if you wanted that money to go back into your investments. So DRIP is just the way of reinvesting these dividends, and instead of them sitting as cash in your brokerage account, they'll automatically be reinvested in your investment portfolio, and that way you can easily compound by using your dividends. Now, SoFi has another ETF which is really similar to the dividend income ETF, and this is called the SoFi Weekly Income ETF. And this one says TGIF is an actively managed ETF that seeks to provide weekly income by investing in investment grade and high yield fixed income securities. It expects to distribute income on Fridays. Now, actively managed means that they'll change the holdings in this ETF to keep them in line with the main goal, which is to provide weekly income. Again, you have to do nothing here. All you have to do is to invest in this ETF if you're looking for weekly income, and this makes it very easy, especially if you're a beginner or if you'd prefer to have your investments on autopilot. Now, the next ETF that they have is the SoFi Gig Economy ETF, and Gig invests in firms expected to benefit from the gig economy. The actively managed fund can invest in firms across all geographies and all market cap sizes. If you trust and want to invest in companies like Freelancer or Fiverr or probably Field Agent or Uber or other companies in the gig economy, then this ETF is for you. The next ETF that they have is the SoFi Social 50 ETF, and this is composed of the top 50 most widely held stocks on SoFi Invest. Stocks are rebalanced monthly and weighed according to how much money or how much members have invested in each company at the end of every month. The SoFi Social 50 ETF tracks the performance before fees and expenses of the SoFi Social 50 Index. If you're a little confused here, the SoFi Social 50 Index is actually the 50 most popular or most held stocks on the SoFi Invest platform. So every single month they'll rebalance this ETF and make sure that whatever stocks are in the top 50 on the platform in terms of what people are holding, those are the 50 stocks that are going to be in this ETF. So this way, without actively managing your investments, you'll always be investing in the hottest stocks or the stocks that everyone is trying to get into without actually having to do anything yourself. Now, the next ETF is the SoFi Select 500 ETF, and this is composed of the 500 largest publicly traded US companies, which is similar to the S&P 500, but the difference here is that SoFi weighs each company based on 3 key growth signals and not just market capitalization, as many traditional index ETFs do. Now, finally, we have the SoFi Next 500 ETF, and this is composed of 500 mid-cap US companies, similar to your regular mid-cap ETF from, let's say, Wisdom Tree. But the difference here is that SoFi weighs each company based on 3 growth signals and not just market cap, as many traditional index ETFs do. Now, another good feature that SoFi Invest offers is fractional share investing. And fractional share investing is when you do not have the full amount of money to purchase one entire share of a stock. So for example, if you wanted to purchase Amazon stock right now and it was trading at, let's say, $2,000, and you really wanted to invest in Amazon because you like that company, but you didn't have $2,000 to invest immediately, you could invest in a fraction of that share with whatever amount of money you had. Maybe you only had $10 or $100. You could invest it and you'll get a fraction of a share equal to the amount that you had to invest, and then you could keep adding to that fraction until you got to having one entire share of that stock. Now, you may get confused, so be sure to use the free resources on SoFi Invest, and this can help you to understand these things, but SoFi doesn't actually call it fractional share investing, as they have their own name for this. It's called stock bits, but it's the same thing as fractional share investing. Let's now move on to the other method of investing that SoFi offers before we touch on crypto, and this is their Robo Advisor feature. And I really like SoFi's Robo Advisor feature because there are no management fees. If you compare this with other platforms that do robo advising, they do charge some fees. Now, if you're wondering how this could come in handy, if you're the type of person that doesn't want to have to go in and choose your own stocks and ETFs and actively manage your investments yourself, then you can choose robo advising, and all you have to do is to just simply select whatever goal you have in mind. And for example, this goal could be anything. That could be a goal of getting dividends, or a goal of getting short-term gains, or even a goal of accumulating long-term wealth. This way, SoFi takes care of all the investing, and all you have to do is to add money to your SoFi Invest account, and everything will be automatically managed. Also, remember that SoFi offers retirement accounts, so you can start a Roth IRA or even a traditional IRA, and you can have them all in one place. Now, this video wouldn't be complete if I didn't mention that SoFi offers crypto investing. However, I don't want to make this video too long. Although you can invest in crypto on SoFi Invest, there aren't a lot of options. So if you're really interested in investing in crypto, then you may be better off using another investment platform, because currently they only have the most popular cryptocurrencies on SoFi Invest, and there's also a fee to invest in crypto on SoFi Invest. Now let's quickly look at the cons, as I've probably spent the most of this video talking about all the pros of SoFi Invest. And the first con is that if you want to invest in crypto, there are very limited options, and there's also a fee to invest in crypto. Now, on the topic of fees, while you can invest in any stocks and trade stocks for free on the app, if you want to trade with SoFi's ETFs, then there are some management fees, and the management fees are probably very small, but you definitely want to take those into account because you can get away with this on some other stock investment platforms. Now, finally, a lot of other investment apps and platforms will offer you free stock or free cash as an incentive to use their platforms, which are already free. For example, M1 Finance, which will offer you $50 for signing up and using their platform. Webull will give you some free stocks. Robinhood will also give you some free stocks, and all these other platforms have a very small minimum required to get these free offers. You can usually sign up with any of these other investment platforms, and you'll be able to spend or invest $100 or sometimes even less and get either free stocks or free cash to your investment account. With SoFi Invest, you can get up to $50 worth of any stock you like. However, you would have to deposit at least $5,000 as your first deposit into SoFi Invest to qualify for that offer. And after looking at all the features of SoFi Invest and thinking that it was a very beginner friendly, this is the only other downside that I could find. Now, apart from that, SoFi Invest seems to be a really good platform, and if you're a beginner and you're just learning about stocks and investing, I think it's worth looking into, and you guys can always drop your questions and comments below, and I'll be sure to answer and help you out as best as I possibly can. So all in all, really good platform, and they have improved a lot since it was first put on the market. If you have other SoFi products, I think investing with SoFi Invest is a smart move. So with all that said, thanks for watching. I hope you guys found this video very helpful. If so, be sure to drop a like on this video. Also subscribe to the channel with the notifications on so you never miss the updates of when I post new videos, which is every single day. And once again, thanks for watching. All the best, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.